Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's Bake With Me, we are baking white chocolate chip cookies with cranberries, and it is one of my favorite cookies to make and it is really good. But it does have specific instructions to make, so I am going to help you go through it. Now this cookie is a soft and chewy cookie, so all the stuff and ingredients, you really have to follow it through and through so you can get that soft, yummy cookie. So what you're going to need is white sugar, brown sugar, some flour, and some unsalted butter. Make sure the butter is at room temp. You're going to need some cornstarch, vanilla extract, and make sure it's Madagascar vanilla extract because I think that just tastes better. And you're going to need some baking soda, dried cranberries, and white chocolate chips. Oh, and 1 egg. Now, when you are making this, I do recommend using a electric mixer like the one I'm using and use the paddle part. That will help mix the dough a lot better because the dough is quite stiff. What you are going to do first is cream the butter and sugars together. So you're going to mix the 3/4 cup unsalted butter together with the 1/2 cup of brown sugar and the 1/2 cup of white sugar. Make sure your butter is at room temperature. Make sure it's nice and soft before putting it in. You don't want anything hard because you really just want to cream the sugars together and make sure it's nice and incorporated. And make sure while you're mixing it that you stop mixing and scrape down the bowl with a spatula so that you can get everything together. After you cream the butter and sugars together, you are going to mix the 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I am using Madagascar vanilla extract and 1 egg, and just cream that all in together. I do recommend cracking the egg in a separate bowl and mixing it in together and then pouring it in the bowl and have your mixer mix it in. And in a separate bowl, mix your 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda together. And then once you do that, slowly pour that flour mixture into your big bowl where your mixer is because you don't want to overwhelm the mixture because this dough is quite stiff. So you just want to incorporate it very slowly. And don't forget to scrape down the sides every once in a while. Once you are all done incorporating the flour mixture into a dough, you could add your 1 cup of dried cranberries and your 1 cup of white chocolate chips. I always add a sprinkle of extra of chocolate chips and cranberries because I just like the taste of white chocolates and cranberries together in this cookie. Once you are all done mixing all the ingredients together, it is very important to refrigerate the dough for at least an hour. Make sure you scoop all those lovely ingredients out and put it in a Ziploc baggie or some kind of container, airtight container, whatever you want. Put it all in together and put it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Very important. Make sure when you are baking the cookies, you are baking them on a parchment paper or a silicone baking mat like the one I'm using on top of my baking sheet. It is very important to do that so the bottom of your cookies aren't burned. After an hour of the dough sitting in the refrigerator, you can bring it out and get everything ready. Set your oven to 350 degrees to get ready for baking. Remember that your cookie dough is kind of stiff, so it's going to need help forming into a little cookie. So remember when you are rolling it in your hand to flatten it just a little bit so you could get a regular cookie size. You are going to bake the cookies for 8 to 10 minutes. I usually go for 10 minutes or until the bottoms of the edge of the cookies are just a little brown. Now, when you do pull it out, it might look uncooked, but that is how it's supposed to look. Just trust me on this. Pull them out, see if they have a little brown in the side, then it is 100% cooked. Pull them out of the oven and let it sit on the cookie sheet for about 5 more minutes, and that will help continue the cooking process for the cookie. And then you can pull the cookie off the cookie sheet and let it sit on a baking rack while you bake the other cookies. Oh my goodness, these cookies are so good. You guys have to try it. I will leave the recipe link down below so you guys could try it out as well. And don't forget to let me know if you do try this recipe. That's it for this video. I hope you guys like it. Give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next time. Bye.